Hey everyone, this is Mike and we're back again today with turn 7 of A Victory Awaits, Leningrad scenario. And let's get started. So, I noticed that with the onboard full-strength Panzers for the Germans and the eliminated units for the Soviets, the Germans, in order to win, only need to capture one victory point city. So that's Tallinn, which is, if you follow my finger, past this rail, or Leningrad, which, if you follow my finger, you can go this way or you can go this way. And we have 3 turns to do it. So, I'm sorely tempted to... Well, it's kind of a question, because these units here are basically the only units between the Germans and Leningrad, apart from what's in Leningrad. But it's further. It's further away. Tallinn is closer, but it's got 6 strength points worth of units in there, which means we have to bring quite a bit up there to hammer through. So, I'm not sure what the best course of action is going to be here. So I'm going to roll a die, because in war and love, sometimes these things come down to chances, right? So, on an even number, actually let's say this, I think taking Tallinn is a bit more realistic. So on a 1 to 4 we'll push to Tallinn, on a 5 to 6 we'll shoot for Leningrad. Alright, so we're going to make our push for Tallinn. Alright, here we go. Alright, it is the supply chit, which is actually timely for the Germans, because that means everything in here is going to die, which opens up the path north for the Germans. Alright, now we have the 4th Panzer Grenadier, which is also timely for the Germans. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything here is in range. So what we're going to do is we're going to move up. So let's go south to north here. Alright. So these guys will move together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is as far as they can go. These guys one, 2, 3. I'm going to back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. And the marsh is 4, 5? Yes. Okay. 1, 2. Move them to there. We don't want to move everything up. We want to make sure we can keep the railway secure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And these 1, 2 will also use security. These are really more what it's meant for, is to sit on these rail lines. That guy hasn't moved yet. 2, 3, 4. So that's probably what we'll end up using them for later. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we can get them to here. And these guys here. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So we have one attack here. So it's 10, 16, 24 to 4. And that's a minor city. So it's one shift left. 24 to 4, 6 to 1. Shifted to 5 to 1. That's a 5. So it's a 1 RR. Okay. All right. Next chip. 18th Army, which is fair. All right, so we can activate this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these will go there. Another will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's all that they can activate apart from these guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. And then we'll move him up to there. So we'll attack here, 3 to 1, and then we'll attack there, whatever the odds are. So the 3 to 1 first is a 5, so that moves it back 2 spaces. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're still within the railroad. Alright. And then this one here is going to be a 9 to 1, which is a 5. So that's a 3 RR. Okay. The 11th Army. Now the 11th Army is down here. So the question becomes, what do we do? And I think what we need to do is we need to try and threaten the Germans, because I stripped this pretty bare. So first off, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then the ones under it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This guy will continue to hide. Okay, now we have a decent amount of stuff to counterattack with. And next up is the 23rd Army. Now the 23rd Army is here. So now the question is, do we want to play the 4th Panzer Grenadier before they have a chance to escape? So the answer here is we're going to preempt this with the Manstein chip. And here's what we're going to do. They will simply go to there. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So let's make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, everything is in supply still. Alright, so this attack here, which is again a 3-to-1, and that's a retreat. Alright. Now, we're going to do this 8-to-1 here, shifted to 7-to-1. The RR. That could have been pretty painful in terms of step losses, however, it does accomplish the immediate goal of isolating these units. So these have 3 to 14 is 4-to-1. So we'll roll that, and that's a 2, so that's going to be a retreat. So we'll send that unit there, and then these guys can advance. And then we have this attack here, which is 7-to-1. Not good, but we do get the RR, so it does get eliminated. Lastly, we have the 3-to-1 there, which is a 4, which is a retreat. Okay. So now I'm starting to feel pretty good about the Germans' chances. But we'll see. Soviet reinforcements. Couldn't have come at a better time for them. Alright. So I've gathered up 6. And we can send them as far as here. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to load up around Skov. So now we have a lot of units here. Okay. And the Germans are very close to isolating these units here. If we had just been able to march 1 hex further, we would have been able to do it. Okay. 23rd Army. I forgot to upgrade the fort, so I'll upgrade one of the forts in Leningrad, although it doesn't seem like it's going to get used. Okay. What did I say? 23rd Army. 23rd Army is in a hole. That'll cost all its movement points. That'll cost 2. These guys will move up to here. These guys will slink back. That's about all they can do. We'll send the HQ, the extra spot, back to there. Alright. Axis reinforcements. So we have 1 security unit left here, which I will put here. And then we have 3 Panzer units. I am going to put those there in order to hopefully hold while the rest of the Germans secure our final objective. Alright, 8th Army. And I put 8th Army here. So, let's see. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This will be 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That hex has been overstacked for a while. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. Okay, good enough. 27th Army. 27th Army is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't move space to space. We can't activate that. That's out of range, so there's really nothing they can do. Oh. I put the chick back in the cup. Alright. Now, the Germans have 16th Army, which is down here. So let's see what they can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like the Russians are getting caught in the trap they meant to set. So this will be an automatic, basically. Alright, so that's the end of turn 7. So it's not looking so good for the Soviets. However, they do get an extra chit this turn. But they haven't placed any of their new HQs yet. So we'll definitely want to do that. Alright, turn 8, which is the last turn in August. Maybe we'll leave it there. Okay, 18th Army. This guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So this one will attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one I'll actually send there. These guys here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to take this guy and go 1, 2, 3. Alright, now the HQ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, forgot to do our attack here. So RR. Alright. 8th Army. And we don't want that to go just yet. So we're going to play the Manstein shit. So Manstein's here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can move this guy to here. Move this guy there. Move these there. And then these will go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, as for the HQ, you guessed it, move to there. Attacks, we'll attack here, so that's 8 to 1 shifted to 6 to 1. And we're looking for big money here. Okay, here we go. Actually, it's shifted to 7 to 1. My mistake. And we rolled a 1. But I'll push them back 2. And then this one here is 6 to 1. We get a 3, which is another RR. Alright. And we have 4th Panzer Grenadier, which is kind of a mixed blessing. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go to there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll be able to activate just about everything. Okay, so they have 6 in there, which means we have 10, 16, 19, which is a 3 to 1, and then it's a major city, so it's shifted to 1 to 1. Let's see. I'm just checking because I want to make sure. Okay. Yeah, the fortresses don't act as supply sources, and we move towards where the main action is. Yeah, so we're over here. So instead of risking it, I'm going to wait at least a turn, because that'll give us better odds. We will do this attack here, the 2-to-1. Actually, that's an A1. So the Germans take their first step loss of the game. Okay. Hopefully that's not a harbinger of things to come. Pulled the supply chit. Which means none of these units in this pocket can trace. Oh, I forgot I was going to do this combat. So that's 16, 19. So 9-to-1. Yeah, it's easily eliminated. So it doesn't really change much. So none of these units in this pocket can trace. This unit is gone. Fortress units are not impacted, but now they've gone from 6 factors to 4 factors. These guys are all in supply for now. This guy is in supply for now. So that is that. And I would imagine that the Germans are going to win this unless something crazy happens. But let's play and see if something crazy happens. 34th Army, which is the reinforcement one that I haven't actually played yet. 8th Army. Okay. So this is really their last chance. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So this is 4, basically. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. Okay. Well, I might have played myself pretty good as the Germans. Because I mean, it's a little cheesy, but it's a legal move. Yeah. All right. 16th Army. So they're really the only ones in any spot to do anything about this. So 16th Army is down here. Follow me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oof. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna leave this guy here. And okay. All right. Let's do it like that. So we'll do this attack here. That's a 6 to 1. And I got a 5, which is 1 RR. Okay. And then here we have a 2 to 1. And I got a 5, which is an R. And anywhere I can retreat, it's going to be overstacked or in a Zoc, so it takes a step loss. And we'll retreat it to there. Okay. Alright, next check. 11th Army, which is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What kind of attack can we pull off on the Panzers here? So we have 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's a 1 to 1. Not very likely to hit, but let's roll it. And I rolled a 2. So we'll take a step loss from this guy. Doesn't matter. Okay. Next up. Soviet reinforcements. I'm going to put that there. And then we have 6 units. And I'm not bringing in any of my Panzers. So the last thing we want to do is have this break down by a point or two. So we'll put one there, one there, one there. Okay. 23rd Army. 23rd Army really can't do anything. 27th Army also can't do anything. German reinforcements, we have none. So that will bring us to the final turn of the game, where it literally could go either way. Right now, if we check supply, basically this guy right here is cutting supply to everything. So we have to be very careful with what we do. Alright. Soviet reinforcements. Now, we can play the reinforcement shit. Or we can play the Manstein shit. And what did I say? Let's preempt with the Manstein shit, because we can't afford to let the Soviets do any more damage, but unfortunately that gives them 2, 3, 4, a lot of tactical flexibility. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we'll attack here. So the base odds are 5 to 1. That's going to be shifted to 3 to 1. And I rolled a 3, which is a retreat. So that converts to a single step loss because of the fortress. So even though we don't really have to do that. And then we have a 11 to 2 or 5 to 1 here, which is a retreat, which means it's going to take 1 step loss and then retreat. And then the 8 to 1 there against the army is a 1, which is enough. And I forgot to do this, but we're moving 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Manstein's fire brigades are at it. 27th Army is in Tallinn with nothing they can do. The 16th Army. Okay, so 16th Army again is right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Over the river, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that startled me. That was my cat. Okay. Alright, so these 12 are halved to 6. It's 3 to 1. This would be a 2 to 1. Alright. The 2 to 1, and we clutched a 5. So it has to retreat, so it will retreat there. Okay. Now we get our Soviet reinforcements, and there's nothing the Germans can do about it. Alright, supply shit. Okay, so what's the furthest forward? Oh wait, a lock may not pass through a hex in an enemy Zoc unless that hex is occupied by a friendly unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, this is really confusing. Okay. Well, let's start with the Soviets, because they check supply first. So this stuff will perish. Which functionally means this will be ours, the Germans. A lox may enter a hex in an enemy Zoc, but it may not pass through. Okay. So these will flip. That's gone. But for the Germans, on the other hand, I'm a little confused. A law cannot enter a hex occupied by an enemy unit or pass through a hex in an enemy Zoc unless that hex is occupied by a friendly unit. A lock may enter a hex in an enemy Zoc. Okay. So basically this is the last valid railroad hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically everything here in the north is going to flip, which means we'll lose 7 victory points off our Panzers. So we would have 42, 45, 48, 49. Alright, well, this is a Soviet victory. The Germans did not protect their rear lines well enough, and they didn't need to send so much north to take Tallinn. In retrospect, they should have saved a little bit more down here, but here's what I'll say. It was a lot of fun. It was touch and go for a while, but ultimately the brave Soviets won the day. So this finishes the playthrough of A Victory Awaits, the Leningrad scenario, and I'm going to pack this one up, and once the Vassal module is published, we'll take a look at Army Group Center, Army Group South, or perhaps playing the campaign. In the interim, I have a brand new game that I want to get on the table that I can show you guys, so look for that soon. I'll be happy to share with you what it is once I'm ready. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all of the kind comments. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye.